Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Miami Dolphins. Here today, I thought we'd do a little something different. I may make a video from time to time when it's really quiet. In the NFL season right now, it's pretty quiet. Other than I've pretty much covered everything that's happened in the last week. The Dolphins. So let's cover some little minor stories. I would think. Just some fun stuff to talk about. So just a couple topics. One of them is Adam Gase tried to trade for Kenny Stills. I'm sure if you guys listened to some of, I can't remember when he said this. It wasn't a press conference. I think it was at the coaches thing where they all get together. But he said he tried to trade for Kenny Stills, and Kenny Stills obviously had a down year last season. A lot of people forget he's very young player, very talented. He's not just a deep threat and can take a top off the defense. He's actually a pretty dang good route runner and a really good run blocker. Kenny Stills is a very underrated player. Before he got here, he had an extremely disappointing season with us. He did have a few moments, but he definitely wasn't as good as everybody thought he would be. In a lot of people thought he would add a lot of those elements. And we didn't see a lot of that offensively last season. So I definitely would expect Adam Gase to use Kenny Stills right. He obviously really likes the player. He tried to get him in Chicago. Obviously, we stepped in and got him from the New Orleans Saints. But you got to remember, man, he almost had a 1,000-yard season before he got here, and he's extremely young. He's extremely young. So he's just going to get better, and I expect him to have a bounce-back season this year. And then second topic in Dolphins news is Reshad Jones issue that we're having right now. Will he sit out? Will he not sit out? A lot of people, my thing is I hope he doesn't sit out, but I'm not in the mind of that player. I understand. If I was Reshad Jones and I was playing like he was, I would want to get paid too, just like every other safety in the NFL. I understand where he's coming from, but as a fan's perspective on it, it's like, bro, can't you just come back and practice? And hopefully he doesn't sit out any games. And I don't think Reshad would do that. Who knows? A lot of people thought Cam Chancellor wouldn't do it, but he ended up missing 2 games because he wanted to sit out. So I don't know, man. Hopefully we can figure this out and just pay the man his money. I really don't see why. We have a ton of cap room. I have no idea why we wouldn't. And in Dolphins history news, which I thought this was a cool little thing that I remember. When you guys remember we drafted Laremy Tunsil. It was kind of a similar situation to how we got Dan Marino. If you remember, there was the rumors that Dan Marino was a coke addict. He liked to have a good time. He partied hard. He had a drug problem. Obviously, ended up not being true. I don't think Dan Marino was ever suspended a game for he definitely was not ever suspended for anything related to drugs. But he felt. I mean, the Raiders wanted him, the Steelers wanted him, but all of those rumors floated around, and a lot played into that. And he dropped all the way down to us, and we just went to the Super Bowl. So obviously, that was one of the probably the best deal in NFL history. And the same thing happened with Laremy Tunsil. He had all these rumors. Ended up, it was a very long time ago. He passed all of his drug tests, and ended up a lot of the players that went into the top 10 had weed issues too. It just wasn't on video. So just a little tidbit in Dolphins news. Same thing happened to Laremy Tunsil. He felt us. Hopefully he has a great career just like Dan Marino did. So that is going to be it, guys. I am Skaggs1383. I thought this was just a little cool little video that we could do. And I guess if anything does happen, like tomorrow, I would probably pop in a video. I don't know. We might wait. Obviously, I do one video, then the next day I don't do a video. So I do a video every 2 days. But that is going to be it, guys. I am Skaggs1383. And I will see you guys in